How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at an extremely interesting piece of new information because recently, Vergeben has come forward and deconfirmed a bunch of different fighters that a lot of people thought had a very good chance of making it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because this does come directly from Vergeben, who a lot of people believe is a credible leaker, that does not mean that these characters do not have a chance of ever joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but they are probably not going to be the 5th DLC fighter, so make sure you guys take this with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. Unfortunately, guys, I do not have a link to the original post as this was sent into me, so everything that you guys are going to need to see is going to be up on screen. And now, guys, with all of that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So, guys, this leak was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined up, you can find the link to my Discord, as well as links to all of my social media presences, such as my Twitter, Twitch, and Patreon, in the description bar down below, as well as the pinned comment. And now, guys, with all of that out of the way, this comes directly from Vergeben, who originally posted this on GameFAQs, so let's just go ahead and take a look at what it has to say. So, guys, like I said, this post originally comes from Vergeben. However, this was actually posted on Twitter by a user named Rayman for Smash, so if you guys want to follow them, I will leave a link to them in the description bar down below. So this guy says, "Wait a minute, gang, hashtag Rayman for Smash," and then we see that we have the Vergeben post. So Vergeben goes ahead and says, in regards to the 5th DLC fighter, it's not Doomguy or Geno. It's not Ryu Hayabusa or Scorpion either, but I already said that. Now, if you guys remember, we actually had Sabi come forward a little while ago as well and say that he was currently leaning away from Crash Bandicoot being the 5th and final DLC fighter on the First Fighters Pass, which means that we now have a total of 5 different characters that have been talked about by credible leakers, which are not going to be joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and honestly, guys, that's extremely crazy. So what we are going to do now is we're going to talk a little bit about some of these characters, but we are also going to go ahead and we are going to talk a little bit about who I believe the next DLC fighter could possibly be. So, guys, first of all, let's go ahead and talk about the 5 deconfirmed fighters that lots of people thought were going to end up making it into the game as the 5th and final DLC fighter on the First Fighters Pass. Now, obviously, we have been talking about Ryu Hayabusa as well as Crash Bandicoot for a very long time. Obviously, both these characters fit in extremely well with the color theory. However, one day, Sabi went ahead and said, okay, guys, I know who the 5th DLC fighter is going to be, and it is not going to end up being Ryu Hayabusa or Crash Bandicoot. So then everyone was like, okay, then I guess the next most logical character is going to end up being Doomguy. Then we got the Mihat leak, which had both Mallow as well as Chacho Demon, I believe, from the Doom franchise, and so a lot of people started speculating that it was either going to be Doomguy or Geno, or maybe even both of them, like one of them being a bonus character. However, then Vergeben and Sabi both came forward again, and they said that, yeah, it wasn't going to be either of these characters either, and a lot of people just started, scratching their head. So then some people started talking a little bit about Scorpion, and then there was this whole debate over him, because obviously there's this whole weird thing in Japan where currently Mortal Kombat is banned, and Sakurai doesn't want to add in a character that's controversial or one that will raise the rating of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate past E10+, so it makes sense that he's not going to end up adding Scorpion into the game. So now, who are we left with? Who could possibly make it in? Well, there's a lot of different characters that I believe have a very strong chance of making it in, so let's just go ahead and start talking about them. So, guys, one of the biggest characters that I believe has a very strong chance of making it into the game right now is actually Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Now, I know that there has been a ton of debate over whether Sora could actually make it in or if he has a chance or anything else like that, and honestly, guys, yeah, of course Sora has a chance. Now, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but Sora has actually been confirmed by Disney to be allowed to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Disney said that obviously they couldn't take characters like Goofy or Donald Duck or Mickey, but we could definitely have Sora because at the end of the day, Disney isn't doing all that much with them. However, there are some restrictions to it. First of all, they need to be extremely vocal. They need to hear that people actually want to see Sora in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If they hear that and they see that there's a demand, then they will let him join. Also, the creator of Sora, I don't remember his exact name off the top of my head, needs to go ahead and approve it, but as long as those conditions are met, yeah, Sora can join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He just can't bring along any other Disney characters. So guys, yes, there's a huge demand for Sora right now, and money talks at the end of the day, so if Sakurai offered like Square Enix a ton of money to use Sora in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, of course they're going to allow him to join, and everybody is going to end up being super happy because of it. Another character I think actually has a very strong chance of joining the game is Lloyd Irving from the Tales of franchise. Now obviously guys, if you haven't heard about the Tales franchise of games, they are extremely popular over in Japan. So personally, I think that the best way for Lloyd to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate would be if they were trying to release a new Tales of franchise game over here in the West. Obviously, we saw this happen with Hero because for those of you guys who weren't already aware, over in Japan, the Hero is an extremely popular character, and Dragon Quest is like one of the most popular game franchises over there. Obviously, we all knew that Dragon Quest XI Definitive Edition was officially coming to the Nintendo Switch, and because of that, that's one of the biggest reasons that the Hero got added into the game so that people could play with him a little bit, learn a little bit about the Hero, and then they'd want to play Dragon Quest XI, and I think the same thing could happen with Lloyd Irving. I mean, once again, Lloyd Irving is apparently like the #1 pick for DLC fighter over in Japan, so if they did decide to add him into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it would make a ton of fans over in Japan extremely happy, and if they released a new game over here in the West, that would expose more people to the game, so Nintendo would just make a ton of money because of it. After that, the next character that I believe has a very strong chance of joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as the 5th and final DLC fighter on the first Fighter's Pass is actually Steve from Minecraft. Now, if you guys weren't already aware, Minecraft is extremely popular. It's an extremely iconic game, and actually, a very long time ago, Vergeben came forward and he said that some kind of Minecraft content was going to be coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at some point. Now, he never specified whether it was going to be a stage, or music, or an assist trophy, or just some spirits, and as of today, we have not gotten anything Minecraft, so I believe that it's going to be coming very soon. Now, in terms of Steve's chances, yeah, Steve obviously has a very big chance. Obviously, he comes from one of the most popular and iconic game franchises of all time, and I know that a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Steve comes from an iconic game franchise, but Sakurai said that a character had to be more fun than iconic, but guys, Steve would be an absolute blast to play as. Obviously, there's a ton of different stuff he could use. He could build, he could use all of his weapons. So yeah, Steve would definitely be a fun character, and also being iconic is just a bonus. I mean, do you guys understand how much money Minecraft merchandise makes? It makes so much, it might even make more than the game, as crazy as that sounds. So yeah, I could definitely see Steve joining as our 5th and final DLC fighter, and if he's announced at the Game Awards, everyone would go absolutely insane. And finally guys, as a little bonus character, because this comes from Rayman for Smash, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Rayman as a possible character. Now, obviously guys, I don't think that Rayman has as good a chance as like Sora or Steve. Honestly, I could see those two characters getting in first, but considering Rayman is a character that lots of people have wanted for a very long time, and he would be an extremely fun character to play as, yeah, he definitely has a chance at joining. I mean, for one thing, guys, for those of you who weren't already aware, Ubisoft and Nintendo are on phenomenal terms. I mean, take a look at Ubisoft and the games that they developed for the Switch. They made Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, where Nintendo actually allowed them to use Mario characters alongside the Rabbids, and they also made Starlink Battle for Atlas with Fox and all of the other Star Fox characters, so yeah, they are on very good terms, and since we don't have a Ubisoft rep quite yet, I mean, Rayman would be the perfect candidate. Once again, he's a character that lots of people have wanted for a very long time, and I'm sure that if Sakurai even asked them about it, Ubisoft would be like, yep, take him, we want him in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. However, guys, with all of that being said, which of these characters do I actually think has the best chance of making it into the game now that Vergeben has gone ahead and deconfirmed a bunch of them? Well, guys, honestly, I think that Sora has the best chance out of all these characters. However, if any of those 4 got in, I'd be extremely happy with them. However, guys, with all of that being said, let me know your thoughts about what Vergeben said and who you think the 5th and final DLC fighter is going to end up being. Do you guys think it's one of the characters that I talked about in this video? Or do you guys think that it's none of those characters and it's going to be someone that nobody is expecting at all? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.